This week's update made possible by the Hennessey Post, Hennessy's only news source. Sign up today to get your free subscription at allaboutHennessey.com.
Very nice.
All right, special, what are we calling this? Special edition?
Special weather edition of the Hennessey School Update.
Like that.
I mean,
Coming to
I
you on
hadn't thought that
Wednesday
much
instead
about
of
it.
Thursday, so this is really important
Now,
stuff.
we're coming to Wednesday, but we also have the potential to be here for Friday, Saturday, Sunday for perpetuation? Perpetuum?
Something like that. We joke around, but this one's kind of important.
Yes,
so
very much so.
This is one that you should pay attention to and share. And like Mike says, we may be doing another one tomorrow if things change. We got crazy weather going on.
The weather is just keeping things jumbled up and keeps us kind of guessing about what we can and can't do. And we have needs as far as getting kids in and some things. But safety is the first issue. And that's, again, why we're kind of having this discussion, is so we kind of explain how we're going to move forward. And I want to start it with, if we have school.
Yeah.
If we have school. Kind of think, before you get upset or have real concerns, start with, if we have school, then this is what we're going to do.
Yep.
If the weather is to where we can't have school, we won't have school again. We've been out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And if we have to be out Thursday, we have to be out Thursday. We'll make the days up later. But it's best when kids are in school, when they are around their teachers, when they're around their classmates, when they're around their peers. I don't know how many, and again, it'd be a little different if we were out of school, but it was decent weather where you could go outside and sled, have a snowball fight. But as it is now, you're going
dangerous.
you're going to have brutal cold that you can't even go outside and function. So we really want to get the little kids in as best we can.
And I know Mike has been working with me like by the hour to try to keep you. If the school's going to close, we try to get it to you as early as we can in the day so you can make plans. And the weather's just not cooperating, so it's really hard to make decisions.
And the other thing that's got us is we're right on the dividing line with most travel advisories, and right now we've kind of moved past that, and we're not in a travel advisory anymore, and it's moved further to the south and east. So I think that's a real motivator for why we want to try to do some person-to-person instruction for the little kids anyway.
And then it's important to get everybody in to get them their equipment in case you are out somewhere.
Exactly.
Get the computers and things like that if you have to go virtual. All right, so jump into what's going on.
So this is the email, working with the principals, the other staff members as well. I don't think I sent the last email. I need to make sure I do that before I call today. But looks like tomorrow is a day that we could possibly have person-to-person school. But here's how we're going to divide this up. So all our support staff will be at schools, the aides, the custodians, and all that. Everyone will be there. The 6 through 12 students, kids in middle school and high school, they are going to stay home and learn virtually on Thursday, since they'll have their devices already at home, and no matter what the weather does, Thursday is a virtual day for grades 6 through 12.
Only 6 through 12?
Only 6 through 12.
Okay.
Kids in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade will stay home. Do not come to school tomorrow if you're in 6th through 12th grade. You're going to have a virtual day no matter what.
Get your computers out.
Get them charged up, because we're going. The teachers will teach from a site. If they want to come into the school, they're welcome to come to school. If they're going to do it from home, they'll do it from home, but they'll coordinate that with the principals where they teach from. Now, pre-K through 5th grade, buses will run. Gary Beeman, again, got to give him a huge pat in the back, with Todd Cameron as well. They've been out driving the roads over and over and over. And pre-K through 5th grade will come to school tomorrow. Now, again, that can all change depending on what happens with the weather, and we will announce it if the final thing it says on the bottom of the TV screen, or you get a call from us and the last thing you hear is don't come to school, school will be closed. So, we'll send that out. But as it stands right now, Wednesday, we're at Wednesday, so Wednesday night, if the weather doesn't deteriorate badly and things get worse, we will be in school for pre-K through 5th grade tomorrow. It will start.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, my bad. Good catch. So we're going to start late. We're going to start at 9.
Okay.
So you have plenty of time. Don't rush. Don't be in a hurry. If you just feel it is way too dangerous, I don't know everybody's individual situations, and they'll vary. We understand that. If you could contact somebody to bring your device home with them, and then you could get it from a friend or whatever, call the school and set that up with.
That's really important to note, because if everybody that does come to school tomorrow is going to take their device home, is that right?
Yes.
Just in case.
Right.
So,
well, we've got if you watch the weather forecast, we could be out of school till next Thursday. The way the potential for the snow and further ice. We would like to get the devices. If you just can't get to school and you can't find them, call the school and we'll see what we can work out. We'll do our very best to work with you.
We'll load up a car and bring it to you, but we'll figure out how to get them to you.
Yes.
I won't.
I was going to say thank you, Jack, for offering to do that. That was not expected.
I may end up with a car full of computers driving around town now, but
selling them out of the back on the black market. But again, our Chromebooks are going home. Chargers home where necessary. If you have an older brother or sister, 6th grade or up, you may not get a charger because you'll just share chargers once they're at home. So not everybody will bring a charger. They're hard to get in and out of the carts, and so we'll minimize that. But again, if kindergarten student, or I guess it would have to be 1st through 5th grade students, bring their Chromebooks home, you may have to share chargers, which isn't a big deal because they charge pretty fast and they last quite a while.
Sure.
The pre-K through 5th teachers are strongly encouraged to teach on site unless an alternative has been approved by the principal. So any teachers that are listening, again, Mr. Crosswhite, Ms. Mack have both already been consulted. They know what's going on. Again, we'd like to have you here, but again, I do not want to put anybody in just imminent danger. If you know you're in a bad spot, we'll understand and we'll try to work through it.
I did have a clarification question. All right, you said that school will start at 9.
Yes.
So is that 1 hour later?
Basically an hour later.
So
right. Buses will run later. Everything's just basically a backup.
Well, I guess my question is that if your bus is usually there at like 7, is it now going to be there at 8? So
yes.
Everything is going to
bounce everything back an hour.
Everything 1 hour. Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
Right, good.
Thank you for doing that. Okay. That's why I have you here. If we have to, we have some inclement weather days. We are running out of them pretty fast. We have a couple in April. Personally, I would rather be very careful and drive up here and have school tomorrow and be out of school in April as opposed to having to be in school those days and make them up. But they're there for a reason. We'll use them to keep our kids safe and their parents safe, and they're not having to get out and drive. But again, we would prefer to have school tomorrow on Thursday and not have to make up the day in April. And one of the reasons we're splitting the pre-kindergarten through 5th grade and the 6th through 12 is I don't want kids driving to school. The worst thing I can ever imagine is a kid in a car on ice.
The town roads are still pretty sketchy.
They're still a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
Parking lots, I'm not concerned about our parking lots or the roads right around the town.
I understand
around
the
school.
The county just sanded the heck out of all their lots.
And again, I'm not sure how much I know the counties was working hard. I don't know how much the city was doing, and if they worked together. I'm not sure how that works.
The city workers are out doing stop signs, so when you can stop at a stop sign, and I think the county was doing all the school property.
Well, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the work that they've done, and they've continued to keep the site salted and sanded. So I feel really good about everything there at the school, but it's just I don't want kids trying to get out on the roads to get here.
Yep.
Parents just take their time. Again, we're starting an hour later, so we should have plenty of time. The daylight should be up, and you should have good visibility and all that for everything around you. And we've, again, salted where they pull underneath the awning to load and unload kids. That's been salted and sanded. The parking lots have been salted. So, again, I feel really – and we've been up walking at Jose, Gary, Donnie have been putting ice melt on all the sidewalks, and again, everyone has just pitched in and done such good work.
I drove through just a little bit ago, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plenty of traction, no slipping, and
without the folks doing what they've done, talking about the county, the city, our maintenance and transportation staff, we wouldn't be having this conversation because it's just not. It was just right. Monday and Tuesday were just horrible to be out on, and you couldn't hardly get from place to place. But we're in much better shape at school at this time.
Cool.
So again, we'll have fewer teachers, fewer kids driving, so that'll help keep everybody safe. There's not a really good way to do this right now. We're going to do our very best. First thing is safety of our kids and our staff. And we, again, if the weather deteriorates, things go badly, we won't have school tomorrow.
Okay.
Back to, if we have school tomorrow, here's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
One other thing that was asked about, will the walking track be open?
Oh boy, yeah, we're getting lots of questions.
And we have student interns that have to do that. So if we're not bringing students into class, I can't bring a student in to man the walking track.
Official ruling is if school is closed,
Due to weather.
the walking track is closed.
Due to weather. If it's due to weather, or if it's something that would endanger a person to get there, then the student would not be brought out and put in a situation where they could be harmed just to open the walking track. So if we're out of school due to weather, if it's out of school due to parent-teacher conferences, or it's out of school for something else, the track would be open.
Sure.
But just when it's weather or something that would put a student in danger, we would not have that.
Okay.
So I made some notes. If there's no further precipitation, moisture, rain, snow, anything like that, sleet, probably have school. Gary and I go out every day when it's inclement weather like this, and we start at 4 in the morning and we drive the roads. And Gary knows where the bus routes are, and so he checks them. I check the streets, and we make a decision. We talk back and forth, and we make a decision on how we should move ahead.
All right, so Friday, are you just going to kind of wing Friday for now? You don't know if it's going to be a full-on come-to-school day or not?
I would like to, if we can do this again tomorrow afternoon, after we've had the day in, and see how the roads are going, what the weather forecast has been. When this deal started, when we were looking at this last week, we weren't supposed to have any of this weather till late Monday.
Yeah.
If you kind of remember that.
Bad stuff was coming next week.
Yes, and
it still is.
Yes, but this weather that we're having right now was early. So Friday, we didn't send the devices home because we were going to have Monday or possibly Monday and Tuesday. Well, that wasn't accurate to the degree of accuracy we needed to get devices home. So that kind of put us where we are. So what we need to do is we're going to have to just take it a day at a time, and we will then make a decision tomorrow after we've seen what the weather is going to be like and what the forecasts were, and we'll adjust Friday towards that.
So Friday could be another half and half day. I guess we'll call this half and half.
Once the devices go home, we'll probably not bring the kiddos in for unless we need to for a special reason or whatever. But
gotcha.
Again, that will be determined as we go along. But it could be, again, I think this is a way that we can a sixth grader can make himself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Sure.
First grader, second grader, probably not as likely to.
Gotcha. And I'll try to decipher all of this and get it in writing on the All About Hennessey Facebook page and allaboutHennessey.com, so you can actually read this. And it's really important to share this video because you can't comprehend it as well as Dr. Woods can explain it to you. So this is one of those ones we need big numbers on this video to get it shared around. And
still email me questions. I'll respond to them as best I can.
Dr. Woods' email is in the description of this video, so you can just send him a question if you'd like. He's monitoring that in real time.
Bell schedules will be emailed to students and parents. Again, we'll consider Friday to make up and reschedule Friday depending on what we do with parent-teacher conferences. The reason we were out of school Friday was because we had parent-teacher conferences on Tuesday, Thursday. So if we don't have parent-teacher conferences on Tuesday, Thursday, then we'll probably reschedule Friday, and we'll have school Friday virtually and probably, but we'll have that school Friday, and then we'll do parent-teacher conferences, and then we'll reschedule the Friday off.
Gotcha.
That we would have had off because of parent-teacher. Monday will probably be off because Monday is President's Day. That's a holiday.
Okay.
So that was not dependent on
this coming Monday.
Is it President's Day?
It is.
It is.
Okay.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, I was just I wasn't keeping track of when the holiday was. Yeah. So next Monday is an off day anyway.
Right. Monday we're out for President's Day. Friday we were out because of parent-teacher conferences. So it wasn't really an out day. It was kind of we made it an out day so it coincided with President's Day, so it had a longer weekend. Now we've had a really, really long weekend already, so we may have to use Friday. Just again, kind of pay attention to the weather and the things that are going on, and we'll try to keep you guys updated.
If you get that text from the school, actually read it. And if you can't understand it, get onto the All About Hennessey Facebook page, and we'll help to maybe break it down.
Absolutely. And I don't know if anyone realizes what a blessing Jack is to be able to.
Careful.
Jack is to have this available. It's just not a lot of schools have this, and so this is great to be able to address this face to face as best we can.
By the way, we're shooting this video. It is at 15 till 3. So this is 15 till 3 on Wednesday afternoon. This is going to be a real fresh video. I'm going to post it. I mean, as soon as we're done, it's going up. So
perfect.
This is current information.
And again, starting late, we'll start at 9 o'clock. Just bounce everything back. If you get up at 6, get up at 7, do all that stuff. Whatever time you brush your teeth and that sort of thing, just do it an hour later. And again, if you just can't get here, contact the school. We'll try to get a way that we can get you a device.
Okay.
So
don't be dangerous, but
and again,
call for help
if we have school. This is all dependent on if we have school, which you will get the call. Renee is a trooper. I don't guess she ever sleeps because no matter when I've sent her a text or made a phone call, she's always answered or responded. And so you will get the text, you'll get the phone call, all that stuff will still go out.
She sends me a text, and then 30 seconds later, the whole school goes out. So it's pretty fun to
and check the All About Hennessey website. Is it on the All About Hennessey?
It'll be on allaboutHennessey.com, the actual website, as well as Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Again, I think that's it.
All right, we may do another one tomorrow.
Right, I would like to do them as the weather forces us to have the conversation.
Sure,
but tomorrow would be a likely video day just because Friday and
we get other stuff I want to talk about, but we're not going to do it at this show because this is a sort of an emergency update kind of a thing.
Will we do that tomorrow?
We can.
Okay.
You bet. All right.
All right.
Is that it?
Man, I think so. We've been working on this for the last 3 days with the principals doing conference calls and emails and stuff, and so hopefully we've covered everything. But
what do you figure? You have almost 1,000 people
that'll be in school?
No, I mean overall in school with staff and everyone. You have about 1,000 people.
Right.
That he's dealing with like 1,000 employees, if you would. That he's got to juggle everything, and it's this constant in motion thing. So good.
And again, just like the idea, I've struggled putting kids in cars on ice. That is a line I don't cross. And now we've been, because of the work of the county and the Gary, Donnie, and Jose, and the city, and I feel like we're at a spot I could comfortably say a parent could get their kid to school.
Sure.
I still wouldn't want teenagers driving to school on
you don't want them doing donuts all the way down Mitchell Road?
I do not. I don't want them doing donuts, cinnamon rolls, sticky buns. I'm no pastry anywhere. Would be my
The only one that's going to get this is Mike and his wife. Thank you the other night for the cinnamon rolls. That's a little inside thing.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Is that it?
I think so.
Okay.
Email me if you have questions. I'm sure there's something I missed, but email me the mwoods@hps email address, and we'll reply and try to answer any questions and keep everybody up to speed. And contact your principals as well. They know all this stuff as well. And again, they'll be a little closer to your specific student.
Sure.
Mine will be more district-wide, but
very good.
Again, email me and I'll send you the right place if I'm not it.
And stay tuned. We'll probably have another one of these tomorrow with an update.
Beautiful.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Jack.